Welcome to my channel, People Tech Media. We are happy to have you around. So please feel comfortable and please don't forget to like our content, to subscribe to our channel, and also share with your friends and your family, as we are dedicated to making content that will enrich your daily lives. Thank you.
So welcome to People Tech Media. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share with your friends and with your family. So we are still on the birthday flyer series, and this is going to be the part 5. I'm happy because we are almost getting close to the end of our birthday flyer design. So now this is what we are going to do today. Today we are going to be putting up our write-ups for the birthday. Write-ups, that's the name of the person, and secondly the day of the birthday. So now to start, I'm going to come here now. Whenever you are about to write on Photoshop, anything about writing have to do with the text tool, and the text tool, to access it, you find out that among the list of your tools, whether yours is in a single column or a double column, you see a T, an icon with T. That's to signify text. Or you can use the shortcut on your keyboard. Anywhere you are, you can just type your T and it will take you directly there. So you right click on it and you make sure you select horizontal type too. So now once you select that and you come to your flyer, you find out that you have more like an eye and a dotted square around it. So what it's trying to imply is that once you click on any place on this your background or this your flyer, it's going to come up with the writing known as text. So as you can see, it has come up with the writing, although this one is, the size is small, so I can come and increase the size here and give it a size of 15. So let's see, I think, okay, let me take it to 20. So now what I want to write is his name first. You can see from here I can increase the size now and change the color of the text, because the color is black, which is not too visible. So I'll change it to white here, and I'm going to break the name. That's what I mean by break, is I will not leave it on the same line. I'm going to make it 2 lines. So you can see after selecting it, you can see that the two texts are like, how will I put it, they are like more like very close to each other. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to select the text and I'm going to head back to my windows. Now heading back to my windows, if you check, you see character, so you tap on it, and here you, from here you can see what is wrong is this one. That's the line spacing. So that's the spacing between lines, the top and bottom line. So I'm going to head back and make sure I put it at automatic. Then I think I'm okay with this. So now depending on what you want, if this is the kind of font you want, fine, you can go with that font. But for me, let me see if I can get another font. So let me pick this Bebas New Pro. Okay, sorry, let me select this one first, change it to Bebas New Pro, select this one, the second one too, and change it to Bebas New Pro. Now I'm going to increase the size of my text. As you can see, this top one is thicker than this down one. Yes, the top one is bold, okay, it's regular, and this down one is book. So now I'm going to change this up one from regular to bold, and I'll change this second one from book to middle. Then what I'm going to do is I will select the two and come to my size and increase the size. Let me see. Okay, I think I'm okay with this size. Now as you can see, you find out that from here you have either to the right, to the left, that's left align this thing, you have the central align and your right align. So I'll prefer the central align. I think I'm okay with central align, and I'll press OK. Now to move, as you can see, so far the text tool is selected, you can't use it to move the text tool. Instead, once you tap on the text tool, what you are doing is to edit it. So to move it, you need to come to your move tool, which is the first tool, whether yours is a single column or a double column. You select it, then you position it the place you want it to be. Are you getting me? Good. Now as you can see, you find out that the space between the Solomon and that's the surname and the first name, or the first name instead and the surname, is too much. So I want to reduce that. So what I will do is that I will double click on this, on the text, to select it. I will go back to my Windows and I'll check character. Then from here I'm going to start picking them one after the other to be sure. Okay, I think I love this, but let me see if I can have something more. 30. Let me try 25 and see. Okay, what of 26? Or let's just say 27. I think I'm okay with 27. I'll press good. So this. But if you see, now we have our text, but you find out that the text on the blue part of the suit, is more visible than the one at the tie. So what are we going to do? Now there are different ways of solving this kind of issue. One of the ways is either you draw a square or a rectangle around the writing, or what I'm going to advise you to do is to go to your text layer here, you right click on it, you go to blending option, you click, then you make sure you take this windows, this one that came up, that's the layer style, to a place where we can be seeing what we are doing. So you head to your stroke. Right now you can see that the stroke size is set to 3 and the color is set to white. So I'll change it to black. I seen it. So from here you can decide to increase the size of your stroke. You can see you can even increase it. But I think I prefer 3. I like 3. 3 is moderate. So I'll go ahead and press OK. So I think now the name is visible. So there's one other thing I forgot to add, which of course I'm going to add it right now. So that thing, I'm going to add it. I'll tap on this and I'll press downward so that I can have space at the top. So I'm going to use pastor. Now to make it look very fine, this pastor, I'm going to actually reduce the size of the pastor. So I'll reduce it to, let's say, 10. Okay, 10 is too small. Then let me try 20 and see. Okay, I think 20 is okay. So we have Pastor Solomon A.G. Mary. So now there's one other thing we have forgotten, which is even the main thing, which is the happy birthday. So for this name now, please permit me to reduce the size of this whole name. Let me remove this pastor first. Good. So let me reduce the size to, let's say, 15. Right, and I'm going to make sure the two names are on the same line. I'm going to put it here. Are you getting me? Now this stroke, I'll select the text and I'll go to my Windows. I'll go to character, then the spacing, I'm going to increase the spacing to 50. Yes, I think I'm okay like this. And the stroke, I'll come to where the stroke is, I'll double click to open the stroke direct. I'll take it to 2. I think I'm okay with this. Or better still, I can still come here and I'll draw a rectangle. I'll hold and drag. I'll change the color of the rectangle to the color of his suit. I'll check if I can get a suitable color. Okay, so I'm going to bring this name and take it to the top so that it can be visible. And this one I'm going to increase the size. I'll select it, and then holding down my shift, I'll take it to the top. Then this name, I'm going to change the color. I think I can now change the color to black. Then I'll remove the stroke. I don't think I need the stroke anymore. So I think this is cool. This one permits me to change it to, instead of middle, I'm going to use bold. Then this one having bold. Let me see if I can. Okay, so let's just leave it that way. This one I'll change it to regular. So now the next thing I'm going to write is my happy birthday text. So I'll come here, I'll click on this place and write happy birthday. I'll select it and change the color. Come to this place, tap on this place and choose white. Now this happy birthday, if you observe, you'll find out that I initialize the first, which is the initials of the happy, was a capital letter, and the initial of the birthday was also a capital letter. So what I'll do, I'll select it. Now why I did that was because I don't want to use a normal font. I don't want to use a sans serif. I don't want to use a serif font. What I want to use is a decorative font, and most decorative fonts actually the beauty, their beauty comes out when it's only the initials that's capital letter. So I'll select all the text. Now I have two options. Either I choose the text I want here, which of course I don't want to do that, because once I do that, it's covering the text, so I'm not really seeing the effect of what I'm changing in real time. So what I'm going to do, I'll go back to my windows and I'll select character. So I'm going to change it from this point. Now I'm going to come here. Let me check this one. So this one is a bit cool. Let me try other ones and see what they are going to give me. So I think I like this one, which is the black sword. So you can, I think it's a free font, so you can just head down to your browser and Google it. You just search for black sword font, download. So I think you should be able to download it, because I don't think it's a premium font, it's a free font. So I'll go ahead and select it. Now from here, I don't want the two of them to stay on the same line, so I will take the birthday to the second line. So as you can see, they are quite far from each other, and to move them, now if you want to move your text while still in text mode, it's still possible. So what you do is that you make sure you go a little distance away from the text. You see your black arrowhead coming out with that 4-directional symbol. So from there you can now move it the way you want. So as you can see, the spacing between happy and birthday is too much. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select both, while from my spacing, line space, I'll reduce it. Let me put it at 18 and see. Okay, I think I'm okay with 18. So let me also increase the size of my text here to, let me check, 24. 24 is quite much. Let me see, 30. Okay, 30 is okay. So you can see now the spacing, there's no much spacing between them. So I'll come here and increase it. Let me see, 30. Okay, let me see, 36. So I think I'm okay with this spacing. So just like the other time, the writings, the part on the suit is quite clear, while the one at the middle is not clear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select everything, then we right click on the layer, we go to blending mode, and then we select our stroke. Now this stroke, I'm going to increase it to 3. I think 2 is too small, but let me check 5. okay, 5 might be too much, but you can still leave it at 5, or you can still use 3. Is your choice. So I'm going to arrange this one and center it at this point, so that I'm going to have happy birthday. Now I'm going to have to do something here. I'm going to use happy birthday Pastor Solomon Ejimari. So what I'm going to do is to select this pastor and change it from bold to regular. So I think this is okay. Let me reposition it. So this is okay. Happy birthday Pastor Solomon Ejimari. So finally there's one other thing, the last thing remaining on our list, and that last thing is the day and the month of the birthday. So that's what is remaining, or that's what is left for us to do. So what I'm going to do, as you can see, there's no longer space around here, but we have at least a little space here, so we can manage the space here and put up something. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to okay, let's pick this one. We can copy this layer. I'll copy using Ctrl C and I'll paste using Ctrl V. Are you getting me? You copy Ctrl C, you paste Ctrl V, and I'm going to move it to this side. Now looking at it, this background is dark as well as our text is dark, so it doesn't look too good. So I will select the text and change the color from black to white. So I think I'm okay at this. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to change this one to the birthday is on the 16th of January. So I'll write 16th at the top and I'll write January at the bottom. So here now I'm going to select these two, then I'll go to my windows, select character, then from here this one the distance between them I'm going to put automatic. So from here what I want to do is to make this 16 bigger than it is, to make it the same with January. So I'm going to select only the 16, and from here let me try size 40. Okay, let me reduce it to 35. I think I'll work with this 35, and I'll select all, come back to my windows, select character, and then this 50 line space 50, I'll reduce it to 0. So now I think I'm okay with this. So this January I'll select it and increase the size to 20. Okay, 20 is too much. I increase it to 18. So you can see now the space between them, I can do something about that actually. Yes, I can do something about that. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create okay, let me see, is this color okay? Let me see. Okay, so permit me to do something here. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to draw a square here. Yes, and this square I'm going to make sure is below our date. Getting me? I'm going to color it with this color here, this blue, or let me try this one here. Okay, so remember I told you that you can actually pick color from anywhere. So I think let me make use of this color. I think it's much better. Let me see if I can use it for this one too. That means this name I have to change it to a white. I'll select. So now I have 16th of January. So what I'm going to do to make this one look much more better and presentable, I'm going to draw. I'll right click on my shape and select a line tool. Then I'm going to draw a line to demarcate the 16th from January, and this line now you can find out that is, as it is here now, is thin. So if I want it to be more, like to have more width, I can decide to increase the height here. So let's say 3. So you can see it has increased, or 5 depending on what you want. And the color, I'm going to change the color to white. How do I do that? I'll double click on the shape, and select white. So I'll position it properly. I'll select and position. I think okay, no, let me take it down. So I think I'm okay with this. 16th January, happy birthday Solomon A.G. Mary. So this and we have finally come almost to the end. So please make sure you follow up on the last part. The last part is just to show you how you can actually still try things out, how you can refine your background to make it look even much more better as it is now. So thank you for following, thank you for watching. Please make sure you like the video, you subscribe to our channel, and also you invite your friends, invite your family and loved ones. So thank you for watching, and please have a good day.